Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Kawasaki ZRX 1100 video series. Today we're going to be doing the coolant. So finally I was waiting since quite a while for that little part here which just arrived, which is I'm gonna open it very soon. It's a little fitting which goes in the carburetor where the coolant is going through. And I was when I did the carburetors, if you saw the other videos I explained it already. Unfortunately I broke this little part, so now I had to order a new one. Finally I received it, so then I'm going to be able to replace that part finally and then put new coolant in the bike. So let's get to it. I don't think that lift can go any higher than this. Alright, so that fitting that I'm talking about looks like this, and it goes in here. It goes in the front of the left carburetor here. But this is actually four, so they're all the same ones actually, but it happened that I broke the one on the left side because it's kind of exposed like this, and I dropped the carbs a little bit, so it broke straight away. I cracked that plastic here, and I'm gonna remove that little screw on there. Sorry for the smoke. This is actually coming from my mouth while I'm talking because it's still freaking cold in the shop. I'm just gonna die here. Take a bit of grease for the O-rings here. That's it. Put a bit of grease on the seals because I don't want to damage anything while putting it back in. The question is, should I put the pipe on it first or afterwards? I don't know. Alright, now let's stick that fitting back in the carbs. I don't really know where. I think over there it looks good. That's it. And then there's that little plate. Little plate like this, which goes back underneath here, and it's actually holding that fitting in place so that it's not falling out, which is pretty good. Well, actually it was pretty easy to replace. What I have to do now is stop being stupid and put the tool the right way around. Then open that cover here, and there's a little 10 millimeters bolt which is underneath, a screw which is underneath there. You probably can't see it over there, but it's right underneath here, so this needs to be open. The screw is right underneath here. It's quite easy to find it. It's right on the cooling system tube. Alright, so you open that screw here, nothing comes out. Then you have to open on top where you refill the cooling. Then it comes out much more. Oh yeah, to access that thing where you have to fill up the coolant, you have to get rid of the tank, so you have to take the tank off. So first you take the tank off, then you take that cover off for later, then you take that screw out so coolant is coming, take the cap off over there so everything gets empty. Now while this is getting empty, I'm gonna move like this. Okay. Now what I have to do is I have to empty the overflow bottle here. There's still some coming. Remove that pipe so that I can move this thing a little bit better. I guess I'm just gonna empty it like this. I'm gonna spill everything. Okay, emptying this one. Get the pipe out. So now that's it. I got the full thing here. What I'm going to do is try not to let it piss everywhere like right now. I'm gonna pour some water in it. I'm gonna close it on both sides, give it a good shake, and pour everything out again. So give it to give it a good clean. Alright, now. Alright, so now the coolant is completely out. I cleaned that overflow bottle now. So what I'm going to do is I got some coolant here. What's very important, what you have to look for is either way get a proper one for motorcycles, or if you get like a universal one for cars too, make sure that it's okay for aluminum engines. Make sure that there's no silicate in it, because the silicate will damage your engine and your water pump, so you want to make sure that there's nothing like this in there. Now I'm gonna mix this 50-50, I think, but I'm gonna have only 2 liters. I have no idea how much is going in. I did not look before, so I might need to, either way, I can top it up with water, I think. 1-to-1. Yeah, I can probably top it up afterwards. I'm running out. Okay, here's a 2 liters bottle, so I'm actually gonna pour the entire thing in there. Oh wow, this is see-through. Well, that's weird. What's that see-through? So, that's actually funny that I was just saying that it's important to make sure and to check properly that this is the proper coolant you need for the motorbike, because obviously this is no coolant. I got this from like a Home Depot shop, which closed at 8 o'clock because that was the latest. I was quite late, and that was the shop which opened the latest, and I got there like 5 minutes before it closed. So I had to rush, and I got this one because I thought it's the proper thing, and so it's for aluminum engines and all that stuff. But actually it's not real coolant, it's just like a protection thing for the coolant. So yeah, so that's about it, I guess, for tonight about that thing. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna go tomorrow to another shop and just buy a proper coolant, and then keep on going with that video next time. So yeah, I guess now tonight I'm going to rebuild my tornado gun, see if I can make it work, and maybe start cleaning up the bike a little bit or stuff like this, or just go home and chill because it's almost 10 in the evening and I'm actually pretty tired. So I see you tomorrow, I guess. Bye bye. And we're back. So this is like 2 days later now. Back at the shop with another coolant now. So this is, I picked up this one now. It is a German brand. It took me a bit of research to find out if this one is the proper one or not, because I could not really, like, there's nothing on the bottle which tells you that it's that there's no silicates in it. So I had to do some research on the website and everything, and it is actually there's a couple of different ones. There's a G48, G whatever. This is the G30, and this one is without silicate. So this is what I'm looking for. It's perfect. Now there's one big question. In my opinion, I would always mix this. This is a concentrate, so it needs to be mixed with water. In my opinion, I would always mix it with distilled water. The thing is, I got someone told me that actually you should not mix it with distilled water, but rather with tap water. And it put it out in my head, so I just did some research on forums and stuff like this. And the problem with forums is that everyone can put his own opinion, give his own opinion, and then it just makes a big mess. And so at the end, I'm more confused than ever. So half of the people are saying distilled water, half of the people are saying tap water. So I don't know what you guys do. I don't know what you guys think. If you want to give me your opinion, just feel free to put it in the comment section down below. And yeah, I would like actually to be curious to know what you guys think about this. Since I bought now that 5 liters of distilled water, I'm gonna be using it. I think it's better, but it's my opinion, so let me know what you guys think. So alright, now let's mix it. I'm gonna use that 2 liters. I did some research too, and now I know that I need 3 liters of coolant in total for that bike. So I got that 2 liters bottle here, and I'm just gonna first do the 2 liters. I'm gonna go half, and then I'll mix the rest. Okay, this one is very pink colored. A lot of people say that the blue one is for aluminum, like always go for the blue one. But actually, depending on brands and all of that, I mean, it's always different. Yeah, so you can't base your decision on color. Like, just do some research and check if this is really for aluminum, if it's not, if there's no silicate in there, because the color really does not mean anything. Alright, where am I now? Okay, I got 1 liter now. That's funny. Now let's put my distilled water. It's gonna be fun because that bottle is huge. I'm gonna just, I can already tell I'm gonna spill everywhere. Let's try not to.
it's probably a bit more than 50-50, but I mean it does not really matter. It's meant to be mixed, and yeah, you can also mix more water if you want. It's just not gonna be resisting to such cold temperatures. But I mean the 50-50 does I think minus 27 degrees, and yeah, that'll do. Good. So now I'm gonna refill everything. So let's move the camera. Let's do it like this to make sure I'm not making a massive mess. It's also like, it's a bit like brake fluid. It's nothing you really want to spill everywhere. Oh. So you have to fill it up till the full line here. I'll close this again. Alright, so now we're gonna be refilling on top here. Zoom in a bit so that you guys can see how much I spill. You can probably pour that. I was just saying I should not be afraid, because for sure that full bottle will be able to go in. But now I think I was a bit too quick. So it just spilled all over the place. Okay, I think it seems to be full. There's quite a few air bubbles. Okay, it's full for now. What's happening is I pressed on the lines a little bit on the radiator to let some air go out. So I got some air bubbles out a bit, topped it up again one more time. And now what we have to do, there's two bleeding valves, one valve on top on the thermostat and one screw here at the bottom. So this is the reason why we removed that cover here. The thing is, it's a little bit hard to show on the camera. So the screw is not, it's not this one here, it is the one here, which I'm trying to light, to hit with the light. The one there in the back. So the upper one, just on top of the water line. So what I have to do here, I only need to open it a little bit, and then you're gonna hear some air coming out, and as soon as the coolant is leaking, then we can close it again. Oops. You can hear the air. That's it, now there's coolant coming. Let it leak a little bit. Okay. That's about it. Now you can close it again. Alright, good. That's it. That's it for the bottom. I just wipe things off a little bit because, of course, it's just a bit of a mess again. Okay, now we go on top. Okay, so as you can see, actually what I did is I quickly turned the bike around because I'm gonna have to let it run, and now the exhaust system was against the wall, and I just don't want to be killing myself in the shop. So I quickly turned the bike around so that the gas can go this way, and yeah, it was amazing again to turn that bike around in such a little space. It's like not a very light bike, so it was a lot of fun. So yeah, after opening that screw at the bottom and letting already quite a bit of air come out, you need to top it up again on top, because of course then the coolant will go down. Okay, so just top it up again. That's it. Now what you want to do is you have to let the bike run till it gets in temperature, till it gets a bit hot, and then you're gonna have to open that little valve here, that bleeding valve here, to let the rest of the air go out. And once the air is completely out, then you just have to let it cool down again, top it up again, and normally you're done. Alright, so let me install, since I have no tank on it, so I'm gonna need to install my little petrol tank here. I'm actually curious to know if it's gonna restart, because did not run now for a few days. It's very cold in the shop. The carburetors are still not synchronized, since I could not let the bike run before because of the coolant, so this is the next step. Oh, that does not sound good with the battery. Here, so now the bike was running till the fan turned on, so that should be more than warm enough. So now I'm going to be opening that valve here very carefully. I'm not so sure what to expect. Oh, that's it. Do you hear? So the air is coming out, now there's fluid coming. And coolant. That's it, now there's only coolant coming. Oh, it's dripping on the hot engine so it smokes a little bit. Alright, good. Well, I think then we're done. Just gonna give it one more shot. Yeah, that's it, no more air. Good, perfect. So now make sure you do not open this when it's freaking hot. I guess everyone knows this. So now I'm just gonna let the bike cool down. So as you can see, it's time to let the bike cool down and it's time to open the shop because it really smells like hell in there. It's just full of smoke. I should have opened it before, but since it's so cold, I did not want to freeze my ass off while doing this. As you did. So now, as you saw, we just let the bike run one time completely till the fan turned on. Then stop the bike straight away. Then just open the bleeding valve one time a little bit. You hear the air coming out, and then as soon as there's the coolant coming and no more air, you can close the valve again and you're good to go. So now I'm gonna let the bike cool down. As I said, I'm gonna air the shop because I'm about to die in there. And once the bike is cool again, I'm gonna open the lid again and just top it up with more coolant to the top, and then that's it. Alright, let's open the door. My eyes are burning. Alright, so that's it. As you can see, it's a little bit better now in the back. It's not as smoky anymore. It's very cold though. But yeah, I think we're done. So I think I'm gonna stop it here. Done with that video. It's 11 o'clock in the evening. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna have a little apple. and I think then the next video will be probably about synchronizing the carbs, because yeah, I still have to do that, synchronizing the carbs, or doing a fork, doing a service on the forks. Yeah, I think so. Either way, synchronizing the carbs or fork service if you want to follow. And yeah, as always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Probably you're not, because I got only 31 subscribers. And yeah, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I post a new video, so then you can keep on following what's going on with the Kawa. Alright, so thanks a lot for watching and catch you later. That apple is not good at all actually. Man, I was super looking forward, I was so hungry. That's bad.